am back and welcome back to Lose 20 Pounds in 30 Days Weight Loss channel. I'm nutritionist Rob, and let's get it on again today. This is going to be the last video of It's Not Your Fault You're Overweight. And we talked about a lot of things, and one of the reasons why we started this channel is that I just feel terrible about the whole situation. And we're just going to kind of recap on how the food industry is just, they're devils. And so we're just going to go over recap and add a couple other reasons why, and we'll wrap this up and go into something else. So basically, what I want to say is, listen, when we walk into the supermarkets, we got to have a whole new attitude. It's got to change. I mean, we get in there, and I watch people, and people just, they don't care. They just walk in there and get whatever they need. A lot of people not reading the labels. They're just buying what they know, and they keeping it moving. And so the main point is that we think these foods are safe. They're not safe. They're not safe. And the key to losing your weight, the number one thing to losing weight for anyone in this country, and I hope you can trust me, is you have to develop a new attitude towards these people. You have to separate yourselves from the food industry. That is the number one thing. Because we have a dysfunctional relationship with these people. It's totally dysfunctional. So again, if you're walking into stores and you know that these people don't care about you, why wouldn't we investigate them? And that's what I want everybody to start doing. These people are evil. To them, we are not human beings. We're just objects. You have to understand that. We're nothing. We are nothing to these people. Just, they don't care. So I kind of want to recap on what we've been talking about, so you can just start thinking again, because I've thrown a lot of stuff at you. So let's go over what we've talked about and get into the minds of this food industry. Again, these people are not your friends. So you have to remember this when you walk into the stores and make wiser food choices. That's why I'm doing the Undercover Nutritionist, give you just a quick glance of what's going on, so we just start thinking. So now, let's get into the minds of this food industry again. Remember, you don't think like this. The majority of people do not think like this. We're going to talk about what they're thinking about. So we're just going to quickly go over what we've been talking about. Number one, they lack emotional empathy. They cannot feel themselves in you. They don't care about you or your kids at all. I mean, a person who's empathetic is someone who can feel what you're feeling. They don't care. It's really hard for people to understand that people would be like this. So when they're feeding your kids Kool-Aid with poisonous dyes in there and other foods with chemicals that cause diabetes, they don't care. They don't care. Why would you patronize these people? And that brings me to the next one we talked about, is that these people are pathological liars. They lie everything in the supermarket. 90% of those foods are all lies. It's not even what they say, it's even in the foods. Why are we dealing with these people? If you just recognize this and get angry and say, why would you want someone, I told you in the other video, if someone came up to you and lied to you 50 times in a row, why would you take that? You wouldn't even deal with this person. People, these guys are liars. I catch them in lies all the time when I read the food ingredients. Everything's deception. They're magicians of deceptions, as I call them. They're illusionists. And again, they lie right in our faces, and we just take it. Because they're trying to hide all their toxins that causes all this obesity and diseases. That's why they lie all the time. You have to get that. But the worst thing about it is when you point out something in their foods and you catch them in a lie, these people, this food industry is basically, oh, we didn't know. Well, they're lying then. And then they take it out. So I'm going to show you all the time how they're lying. That's what they do. Pathological liars. The next one was, I remember, they were very calculating in all these fake foods. Everything's premeditated. They know what they're doing. They know exactly what they are doing. They do not care. And that's another one people can't grab. If they put something in your food, they know it can be harmful, but they're going to do it anyway until somebody says to take it out. So people like me are catching them, and they're constantly changing the words so that we don't catch them. All the other people that are overweight, walking these stores thinking that the food's okay, they don't even care because they know how ignorant and stupid we are. We don't look at nothing. We trust them. So basically what I'm saying is they purposely put harmful things in the foods. You can't even understand that. You can't even understand that. Basically, if you get sick, it's not their fault. That's as simple as that. The next thing we talked about was funny is because they believe we cannot live without them. They're the parent and we're the child, basically. Because we are actually the children again. We do not like making them angry. It is crazy over the years. We do anything they say just like they're our parents. Eat this. We don't ask questions. We don't ask for any evidence. If it's good, we just said eat it and it's good. Like our mommy and daddies. And the sad thing about it is they are, if we think they're our parents, they're terrible parents. Because they actually love humiliating us in public, watching us get sick. They laugh at us. They're like the worst parents ever. The social workers will come in and take these kids out. That's how bad parents they are. And we keep coming back. Mommy, 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 daddy, mommy, daddy. And they keep saying, I don't even want to be a parent, but you guys keep coming. I'll just keep on putting the stuff in there. And they just say, you guys will never stop buying our foods anyway. That's how they think. These are not normal thinking people. Hope everybody understands that. The next one, which we just finished, I won't go too much into that, is that these food companies, they think their foods are superior to the foods on God's table. And then we just went over that. That's a big one. Most people think, the majority of people in the United States think that these foods have to be in their pantry in order for them to part of America. Is that what it is? You have to have cereal and hot dogs and sodas in your house? Or you're not a part of America, huh? As long as you have these foods in your pantry, it's all good to them. You can go get yourself some apples and oranges, but our foods better be in your pantry. And trust me, they are. I'm in people's houses. It's unbelievable how we trust these people. We have the most diseases of anyone. Over 100 million people are overweight. 100 million people overweight. Our kids are overweight. They always say, well, why are you questioning the ingredients in our foods? How dare you investigate our products? That's how arrogant these people are. It's like taboo. I called it before the conspiracy of silence. Nobody wants to talk about what's in these foods. Like you're going to go to prison. So one more I'm going to talk about it's a big one, because you got to understand the way the food industry thinks. These people, the food industry, they don't set boundaries. This is just the last one. They don't set any boundaries. So if they're putting something that's poisonous for us, they will keep adding more and more and more until something happens. I want everybody to understand that. Because they actually try to sabotage our health, but that's something you can't even understand. They don't apologize to nothing. They want more and more and more. As much as they exhaust us. That's what they do. They have no mercy at all. It's as much as they can put in. Because it's always a competition amongst them of how much they can get in there. And we talked about how it's a secret society. And here's the really sad part. They have perfected their manipulation over us. They have perfected their manipulation over us. And they constantly keep us off balance. And they say, we will always be in charge of the food situation out here. And believe me, everyone, these food companies will never change until we stop buying them. Lastly, why do we eat these poisons? Why? I mean, it's come down to the point we don't love ourselves at all. Is that what it is? Well, I know they're playing around with our emotions. We talked about that. They have mind-altering drugs. And they prey on our fears. Because we did talk about, I forgot what, they prey on the children and the elderly. We talked about that. They prey on our loneliness. Our lack of self-love that many of us have. They prey on this. Well, we have deep-rooted shame and depression out here. And these food companies know this and they make us feel great. They are always attacking our emotions. And it's very sad. And then the last thing, they think they are superior to God. They think they are superior to God. For all those people out there to praise God. So anyway, that's all we're going to talk about today. We're going to wrap that up. I'm sorry about this whole situation with our weight. It's not your fault. But now we're going to start making some wiser food choices. So the next few videos, we're going to really start diving into what they're putting in these foods. Some very dangerous ingredients that you must stay away from when you go to the store. So when you go into the store, you got to slow it down. You got to slow it down. But more importantly, you want to get the weight off. For everyone, you have to get the weight off, and everything's going to get better. All right? That's all I have to say today. Enjoy your blessings. Pass this along to everybody else. I'm out.